Hi Jackie, this is your run through of how to update things on your website. So I will give you the login differently, but this is on the mock-up website obviously. But when you go to it, your login to the back end of your website will always be your website address, and then it'll be /WP admin, which I will send that all over to you. And when you click on the link I send you, it's going to bring you to this screen. So we'll have all the details here, and then you'll just log in and it's going to bring you straight to your WordPress dashboard. I can't remember if you said you'd used WordPress before. Maybe you have, but each website will be laid out slightly differently. The main thing is down here on the left hand side. The bit that you're going to need to know and use the most will be in Pages menu down here on the left. If I go to all pages, these are all of your web pages, and this is how you'll edit them. So a really good example to go through would be events, because that'll be the one that I'm guessing you're going to be editing the most. So just click on here. I hope you can see my cursor. Events and edits. So we're just going to click on that, and this takes us to the framework of the page, and this is what you'll see. So at the moment I've just put something in there, but I'm guessing that there's going to be much more to add, and it's something that you'll want to update and remove bits as you go through the year. The most important aspect of editing your own bits and pieces on WordPress is over here on the right hand side. We've got update and then preview changes. So I'm just going to, right, bear with me. I'm just going to add in some text here on the left. Any changes that you make, if you click on preview changes here, it'll open a new window for you and show you exactly how it will appear on your site. And to be clear, I'm just going to go back to the other menu. To be clear, that is only a preview, so make sure that you press update to make it live on your site, and you can do this as many times as you like. So if you view it and you made an error, it's absolutely fine. Just come back to this screen, make the change you need, and then update. But preview is what you need if you just want to see how an image will look or anything like that. And this text editor over here in the middle is really straightforward. You've got the same kind of controls that you'd have in a Word document. You can add links, you can left align, centralize things, whatever you like really. So hopefully that looks fairly familiar. If I want to add an image, just to show you, I'm just going to go to add media here, just above, and this takes me to all of the images that are currently stored on your website. So there'll be things that you've used before. If you want to upload a new image, just go to here, just at the top left, upload files, and then you can select your files in the usual way from your computer. So any image, so you would just drop in, click on something and drop it in from there, which I won't do because you don't want any of my junk on your site. So basically, if I wanted to add lovely image of you, comes up here with the size. If you wanted to change the size in here, you can do over on the right hand side, and your alignment as well you can do in here. If you want to take it to another link, you can do all of that down here on the bottom right, but there are other opportunities to do that. So just to show you how that looks, I will go bottom right and insert into page, and straight away that's popped you in the middle. And if I click on that image, I could left align you. I can edit the image as well. Again, I've got those same options in here if I want to edit that image. Okay. You can resize a little bit. Obviously, don't recommend resizing upwards because you lose quality, but you can just click on drag to resize those images if you like. And obviously you can just remove it. So let's just, for example, add something in. So I've added that. I would then go to preview changes up here top right. it opens a separate tab, so I'll just switch over to that, and that shows me how it looks over there. So maybe I go, okay, I want that left aligned. So I just go back, click on the image, align it left, preview my change again, switch over to that tab, and there it is. So if that's definitely what I'm going with, I would then click update. Be careful to click update. I've had a few times I've made wonderful web changes and forgotten to click update. It hasn't happened. So that's the only thing to keep an eye on. Okay, so in here, this part would be completely, I'll just remove these while I'm talking. This part is completely up to you as to what you include. You can create headings to give you bigger text. I've used these just on, I believe these are on paragraph, but bold. So I use the bold setting for a lot of the headings because otherwise they get a bit big and clunky. But obviously you can regulate that. So that will be how you would edit your events page. The same applies to your gallery page. So let's just go back to all pages here on the left, and the same with your gallery page. Some of these pages are laid out slightly differently, so you'll see this one has containers, and these are your images. These are your image containers. So if I just click on one, it's got your image in here. The image size you can change. These are all on full size, but they're full size, but I think these are 400 by 400. Was the size I've gone for. They're all aligned centrally because of phone layout, because they look much nicer on the phone. You don't need to add any of this, but this is where your images are. So I'm just going to preview again. So that's what you currently have. I often work with both my preview tab and this one open at the same time because it makes it a lot quicker to just switch between the two. So if you want to add more images, and I'm guessing that you will, I'm just going to go to, I think if we go to the live editor button here, that will take you to this screen, which is fantastic because you can work across your site. If I wanted to add some more images in, which I really hope that, that you will at some point, I just go to add widget in here on the left, and I would go to site origin image here and just click on that. That will give you an extra image box, which I can then just pop in there. So I literally just drag and drop it into where I want. Click on it. Click on choose media here, top left, and that'll take you back to your media library. So I know this image is the wrong size because it's over here on the right. It'll show you the image size, so it's 427 by 640. So it's completely wrong, but I just want to show you how it works. So I'm just going to choose that. I'm going to click done, and straight away it's going to put that image in, and we know that it's the wrong shape. But that's basically how it works. And again, if you wanted to add another image, or you could put in some text if you wanted to. If you wanted to add some text, where is it? It's the site origin editor. So you could click on that. So it's going to give you a new one here. I could pop that in the middle. And then if I click on it, I could add some text here and edit in the usual way. Oh. So I can make that bold or whatever whatever I like. And straight away it's there. So you could add some text if you wanted to. Again, I'm going to get rid of these. So that's how you'd add, if you want to add in more images, they're 400 by 400 square. That's how you would do it. And then if I want to get rid of that, I will just click on it on the box here, and then down bottom left is delete, and that gets rid of the whole thing for me. So I'll do the same with that one and put things back to how they were. So that's how you'd add new images. And also another really good feature of this is that you can view it, I'm right up here at the top, you can view it as would be on iPad. This is why we centralise them, because otherwise they all end up a bit over on the left. You can check all of your pages like this. This is how it would appear on phone. So you can check that everything's looking okay, and then click done. So that would be how you would update your gallery pages. Let's have a quick look. Oh, there we go. It's just reminding me that I've made some changes. I'll just update, even though we didn't make changes. Okay, so I'm going to go back to all pages. Again, any of these, if you want to change any of the content, so for example your contact me form, just go back to pages on the left, all pages, go down to the one you want, click edit, and again you'll see all of your content in here. I wasn't sure about the format of this image. Anyway, as you see, you can change things around as much as you like on these pages. So if you want to edit any of this information or content, then that's exactly how you would do it. And the same on your home page. Let's just have a quick look at that. So we go to edit. This one has the containers again. So in here, your 3 images are across the top, and then in here you'll find your text. So again, you can have a play around with that, change anything you like, change your picture, add pictures, all using the tools here. Okay, and it works pretty much the same way. Preview your changes and then update when you're finished. Okay, the other thing that I really want to go through with you is, oh, don't forget, just before we go, you've also got your live editor. I really like using the live editor, and I would recommend that approach. So that's just appears up here, and that's one of the plugins that we have on WordPress, which makes it nice and easy for you to edit when you've got your website. Okay, so the other thing I want to cover with you is your blog posts. So blog posts work differently to pages. You'll see that if I just go back to the page menu, here you have a blog page, and so automatically your posts will go to your blog page, so you don't have to organise them, they'll automatically go there. So what you want to do is go to posts here, top left. At the moment we have a couple of demo pieces which I just put in, as you know, to show you how things will look. It would be fantastic if you could pop a couple of your own blog posts in here, ready for when your site goes live, or I can just remove these. But once I've shown you around, I know one of the concerns that you've mentioned on email is, will I be able to edit all of this content? Yes, absolutely. Here it is. You edit in very much the same way you would edit a Word document. So hopefully that is all working okay and fairly easy to understand. The preview chain, I thought there was an image on that one. No, I didn't put an image on. Anyway, so you can preview how it's going to look. Blog posts will always lay out slightly differently to normal posts. So if I wanted to add an image in there, I will just go here, add media. Okay, so then I could just preview that. Lots of previewing always going on when you're putting together blog posts, and then you'll get into sort of the feel of whether you like to have everything centralised or whether you like to have everything left aligned. That stuff's completely up to you, but you can see how it would look. I could make these bold. This is really down to your sort of personal style. So you make a little change, hit preview changes, have a look, as to whether you like that. If you want an extra return in there, just go back and, make it look all lovely. It's pretty simple to do. That one doesn't want to bold. Okay, so preview your changes, and then if you're happy with it, you can click update. Also, you can add tags down here on the right hand side, which do help with SEO. So, you know, your tags might be felt making, your location, they're completely up to you. And that does help with your website SEO as well. Okay, what else do I need to tell you? On your blog posts also, if you want to add a new post, just click here on the left, add new, and this is your blank canvas to create a blog post. Just think of it really as a nice looking Word document. It's really exactly the same. You can save as a draft here on top right if you're working on something and you don't want it published. These just underneath, you can edit these as well. So if you wanted to save it as a draft or what have you, or you can password protect, or if you have anything that you want to share that not directly on your website, you can password. There's lots of options in here, and you can schedule posts as well, but don't really need to worry about that too much. But you can save as a draft if you wish. Let me think, what else do I need? Don't really need to look at any of this other stuff down the left hand side, because I'll update this stuff as we go. That's part of sort of your web hosting, is I'll take care of any updates or anything like that on your website. We back up every 2 weeks as well, so I'll always have the previous 2 backups on my system. So if anything goes wrong at all, which hopefully it won't, but if anything goes majorly wrong, don't ever worry, because I'll always have backups. That happens automatically, and I check them, as you can see, some updates, which is just on the software anyway. If you want to go back to your dashboard page, that's here top left, and has some support. You can add a blog post from here, that sort of thing, but I don't really use this page very much. Okay, I hope that's really helpful, Jackie. I just want to sort of show you how you can add to your website, edit your website. I know there's been some questions, can I have this left aligned, or could I have this? And so that's the answer. You can get in there and make these changes as you go along. And I know you said you wanted to rewrite some content, so just want you to feel confident that you can get on and do that as and when you like. Okay, I will leave it there, because I don't like to make these videos too long, because it gets boring. Okay, thanks so much. I hope that's helpful.